Hello everyone, and welcome back to the latest electrolysis update from your hairy godmother, your less hairy godmother. If you are new to my channel, welcome. This is a support channel for all things PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, which I've had for 20 years. Hirsutism, which is abnormal or excess hair growth on the human face or body, which is a side effect of having PCOS, but you can also have hirsutism for alternate reasons. And electrolysis permanent hair removal, of which I have undergone over 165 hours since 2021. In today's video, I'm going to touch on what electrolysis feels like as for the pain level. I get asked that all the time. Is electrolysis painful? How does electrolysis feel? Does it feel like getting a tattoo, etc.? Obviously, we're all different. We all have different pain tolerance levels. We all have different skin types, skin sensitivities. So it's not a one description fits all type of a thing, but I can tell you what it's been like for me in my experience. Yes, it's painful. It is certainly not painless. You do kind of get used to it over time, and there are things that you can do to help prevent or lessen the pain. You can not consume caffeine the morning of an electrolysis session. I never do that though. I need my coffee, so I'll take the pain over not having my coffee. But that is absolutely something you can do. The caffeine just kind of heightens the sensitivity. So don't have your coffee if you want to help lessen the pain. Getting a numbing cream can help. There's tons of different ones that you can get. It just is something that can help lessen the pain. It doesn't necessarily make it go all the way down to zero, but it really does make a big difference. And I'll put a link to a video right here that I have about how to use the numbing cream, what kind I use, and how to apply it, when to apply it, etc. Something else, if you are a female going in to get this done, is knowing where you are at in your menstrual cycle, because that can have a huge impact on your pain tolerance. It's kind of individual, but if you are a female getting this, that is another huge thing to keep in mind to help the pain. Now, on to how it actually feels. So it is a needle going into your skin, so it does hurt. Is it comparable to getting a tattoo? I have 8 tattoos, so I can definitely speak to this. It's kind of similar, but it's different. A tattoo is much more intense, loud, constant vibrating needle, whereas electrolysis is just one very, very, very thin needle, but it goes in one pore at a time. Goes in, zaps, comes out, the hair gets extracted. Sometimes it goes in, zap, 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 comes out. It depends on how successful the electrical current was in killing the hair follicle each time it goes in. What it feels like is kind of a hot pinch, a hot burn. Sometimes it's not bad at all. And again, this is just for me. Sometimes I barely feel it, but when they start to do around here, around your mustache, anywhere around the lip, this is very, very, very painful in my experience. But I know for a lot of you too, I hear that all the time, that the biggest, most painful area to get is around the lips, around the mouth. Again, use some numbing cream. I don't know if you can get like a Novocaine shot at your dentist before you go in. I've not done it, but I've heard other people are able to do it. And I honestly, if they're able to do that, I will absolutely consider doing that as we go to do my upper and lower lip more and more, because it is really painful. I mean, I've described this in other videos, but when you get a zit kind of on the underside of your nostril and you can barely touch it and it just hurts so bad it makes your eyes water. It is like that times 10, plus really, really hot, and just a really, it's kind of maddening, to be honest. So if you can help that, then that will help. I've been asked, is it painful enough that I shouldn't even consider it? It's, in my opinion, no. Yes, it's painful, but it's completely worth the process regardless. You can customize your electrolysis session as you need to. If you need your electrologist to just not talk, to just work, to put on some calming music, tell her to pop in that Enya and just let him or her work on you in silence, then that might help you. But some other people need the distraction of having them talk to you. Obviously, if they're working on certain areas, it's kind of awkward to move your jaw or move your lips to talk and respond. But if they're working on your cheeks or something like that, it's very easy to talk back. So maybe try one session one way, try one session another way. The talking might be a good welcomed distraction. My electrologist and I kind of do a combination. Sometimes we both just kind of sit there in silence and chill, listen to relaxing music while she works, and I just keep my eyes closed, and before I know it, it's done. And sometimes we're just gabbing back and forth, and 5 or 10 minutes will go by and I'll realize, like, wow, I feel like I wasn't even feeling all those zaps, which I obviously was, but it was very unconscious because I was distracted with something else. So that may help, but it is not so painful that it's not worth getting it done, because the results are life-changing. It's going to be as painful as you experience when you go. Just don't hype yourself up. Don't think it's going to be the most painful thing in the world. Just try not to think about it. Try to just go with the flow. Do the things that you need to do to help. And something else I forgot to mention was being hydrated. I don't know if it necessarily helps the pain level, but the whole entire process, staying hydrated, is so helpful. Not only with helping the hairs release, but just the condition and healing of your skin. And it might, because it helps the hairs release better, it might help lessen the pain. So when I say hydrate, I mean drinking water, internal hydration, and moisturizing your skin, so external hydration. So that is so key. We should all be staying hydrated anyways, but in terms of electrolysis, it helps so much. And one last thing I will say, I've gotten asked, how does electrolysis pain compare to laser? Which, as I have said in other videos, and which I need to reiterate in this one, I got laser hair removal about 15 years ago, and it stimulated more hair growth, which is called paradoxical hypertrichosis, which you can watch this video above. I talk exclusively about how all my hair grew back 10 times worse after getting laser hair removal. Having said that, the pain is very different. Long story short, electrolysis is more painful than laser, but electrolysis actually works. And that's for me in my experience. But laser is just kind of a hot, light zap. Literally, it's a laser light that goes onto your skin, whereas electrolysis is a physical needle that goes in and zaps the hair follicle with electricity. So it's very different, but it's worth it all, in my opinion. And so thank you for watching. If you have any additional questions, as always, ask. I respond to every single comment. I am here for you. You are not alone, and we are all in this together. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.